Welcome our viewers. Today I want to give you a quick tour to our Finotech point of sale software. As you can see, this is a web-based application. We have a desktop version of the same. The functionalities are the same. The only difference is that one is hosted on the cloud. That means you can access it at any given time from any device that has internet connection and has a browser. The offline version is more of a desktop version that is physically installed on the host computer. But the cloud version is the one that is on a server. Therefore, it means that you can access it from anywhere in the world. So as you can see now, I've launched the POS through the browser. Here I'm prompted to enter my username and my password. So I'll go ahead and put in the username and the password. So that's my username. Then my password. Once I key in the username and the password, just need to click on the login. Once I'm in the POS, as you can see, this is the main area, which is the dashboard. Here I can see the number of sales I have, the count of the number of sales. I can see the count of the number of customers that I have. I can see the number of items that I've created in the system. And we have something we call the item kit. Some of these things will be looking into them in details later on in other videos. But for this particular video, let me just go through the main features of the POS. We have this first feature, which is inventory. Basically, this is where you create your items. Under this one, you have two options. You can either create the items manually one by one using this ring. So if I click on a new item, I'll be prompted to key in the specific details about the product that I'm creating. There are quite a number of fields that I will be creating. Again, I'll be creating a short video about how to create an item. I have the variation, I have the pricing, I have the inventory. I can create the images and I can specify in which location that these items will be sold. And the items, again, they are what we call item kits. These are assembly items, the items that you put together specific items to make one. Then here again also I can manage the categories. We have modifiers, we have tags, we have attribute, and then we have the price rules. Again, these ones I'll be looking at them in details in other videos. So basically the inventory is the one for creating, and I told you there are two options under items. You can either create it manually one by one, or you have an option here which is import items, item in Excel, which I can create. Then I can choose on the file, then I can export it directly. Again, also I'll be showing you an example of that and how you can prepare it in Excel, then you import. Only in cases of the people that already have an existing POS that is not serving them well and they want to switch this one, you don't have to do this item list again. You just need to export it from the POS to Excel. Then from the Excel we import to this POS. So I'll show you an example of such a case. Then the next item is under customers. Here again, you can create customers. The same case, you can create customers manually one by one, or again, you can import a list of customers and their details and their names, company name, their balances, if they have any pending balance, especially for the people operating manually or the people that are coming from another POS. You can have that list, then we can import it here. Then from there's this issue of the subscription. Basically, this one is for managing the people that are doing business that is subscription based. So you can manage the subscription for your customers. Suppliers, these are the people that supply with goods for resale. Again, this module will help you manage the purchases that you're buying from the suppliers. It also help you manage the suppliers and their balances. If they supply to you on credit, you're able to monitor how much you owe them, how much you've paid them, and you're able to generate for them statements. So I'll also be showing you that module. The other module is the reports. They should be the rusting basically. I'll be, but now that is coming here, this one basically is to show you how the business is performing. There are different types of reports. Each and every item you see here has its own specific report here. Again, also we'll be going through the reports in another video. But this one we'll look at it at the last one, because we need to have pre-built some data, some transactions, so that we are able now to see the reports. Receiving, this is the module that you use to receive goods when suppliers when you make an order from their suppliers and they bring the goods. This is the module now you use to receive those goods into the system so that they can be added to the existing ones. Under receiving, again, we have an option here where we can create returns in case items are damaged or defaulted, or the supplier supply the wrong items. We can always create a return and take it back to the supplier, and automatically it's going to readjust the balance that we owe that particular supplier. We can also generate purchase orders. So we can generate purchase order from the system, sent to the supplier, and when the suppliers with the goods, we can convert now the purchase order, we convert it to a receiving. The store account, I'll be showing you that in terms of how you manage supplier debts. Then from there we have the sales. This is actually the major module in the POS. Most of the time, you'll be spending over 80% of your time on the POS. This is where now you do the actual sales. So here you choose the item that you want to sell, the quantity that you want to sell. I'll be showing something to do with the variation. They will show you how the quantities that we have in stock. So you cannot sell more than what is in stock. Again, the POS has a feature where it's able to block sales if you are selling more than what you have in stock. I'll be showing you an example. Then when you type in all the items, they'll be populated here. Then under this, you'll be given all the options to choose the various payment methods. Again, here you can create the name of the customer who is purchasing from you. And then after that, you just complete the transaction. You have the option to settle by cash, settle by M-Pesa, settle on credit. So basically, you also have the automatic check for payment that are paid through M-Pesa. I'll be showing examples of that. So basically, this is the main module. Again, also under this, there's an option to do returns. If customers make returns to your business, this is where you capture the returns so they can readjust their accounts. You can also create a quotation under this. I'll be showing that one practically. Then from there, we have the deliveries. Basically, this one is to manage. If for those people that are doing businesses that are delivery based, this one can help you manage the deliveries that you have in a day. It also helps you to manage the people that have done the deliveries for you. So if you outsource the store services, you can monitor and see at the end of the month or at the end of the week or at the end of the day how much each of the service provider has done in terms of the deliveries. The work orders is another module that I'll be showing you, especially for the people in the service industry, like the garage, how you can manage how you receive the orders and how you work them through the process and until they are completely done, and what has been used up, who did what, who has been assigned what to do, which work. This is a very nice module that can be used by those people who are running the garage, those people who are doing things like they are making clothing. This one can help you a lot. Then we have the expenses. This is the module that it will help you manage the various expenses that you have for your business. So you can create an expense here, how much it has been paid, who paid, which method of payment was used to make the payment. And at the end of the day, you're able to run a report for the expenses and also able to run a net report for the day, showing you how much you sold for the day and how much was the expenses and how much you should have in hand. So this is an important module. Then the appointment. This is a module for those people that do business that is based on appointment, like doctors, like lawyers. Even kinyosis, the barber shop and the salons, you can, this is an important module that can help you manage the various appointments that you have with your clients. So when you have an appointment with a client, you can create it as an appointment in the system, that you're able to see who you're supposed to see at what time and at what is the length of the appointment. This will help you to do that. Then we have the employees module. Basically, these are the users, the people that will be using the system. This will help you manage the various users on your POS or your system. This will also help you to manage their rights, the various rights that they'll be having within the system. Here you can regulate what they see under different category, under customers, under items, and item kits, and suppliers, and reports. If you want to see, for them to be able to see specific reports, if you don't want them to see the reports. So basically, if you don't want them to have an access to a specific item here, like now under the items, I may not want my employees to be able to delete items. So I just uncheck that when I'm creating the account. I may not even want them to see how much I'm buying my stocks. So again, I can uncheck that. So that when I create an account and uncheck those things, it means that once they log in, they will see those, they will not have the option to see. So basically here we will go through this and we see the rights that we have and what is, how you can regulate your employees. So here we create employees and give them rights and give them a username and a password. So they'll be using the system under their own account. It also helped me to see at the end of the day there are reports that will show me how much the productivity of each of my staff. I'll be able to see at the end of the month how much, or at the end of the week, or at the end of the day, how much each of my employees has done in terms of sales. So I can want the best performing and I can see who is not performing. Again, gift cards, this is more of a reward program. You can create gift cards which you can give and our employees can redeem them against sales. The store configuration, this is the main module where we create the various configurations about the business, like the business name, the VAT rates, the currencies that we are using, the payment methods that we'll be using, like if we settle by cash, by M-Pesa, by any pay bill or bank details, we can create there. So it's more of a configuration area. It's more for the admin. From there, then the invoicing, one and the same thing, quotes, creating quotations as we have seen earlier. Then the location, another important feature about our POS. Basically, this one will help you to manage more than one branch or more than one location. If you have more than one location, you can create multiple locations. Then also for the people that you may want to manage your store as a separate store location or stock location from the main shop. And again, under the location, you have a feature to do transfers. You can transfer goods from the store to the main shop, or from one location to another location, or from one branch to another branch. There's that option for transfers. And at the end of the day or at the end of the month, I'll be able to see how much I've been able to move from one location to the other one. So basically, the POS will help you manage your multi-locations. The messaging is a module that we have inbuilt, which will sync or link with the API for bulk SMS, so that you're able to communicate with your potential customers, suppliers, employees through sending text messages. So it's a module that is linked with now the bulk SMS API. Basically, then we have the logout. This is when we are done. We can now log out from the POS. But there are automatic ways of, we can activate the automatic way of logging out so that the system, if an example, I'm having one computer on one station, then they have more than one employee, then I can set the system to auto log out after doing each transaction, so that each employee will take responsibility for the transaction that they have passed through the system. So there's that option, and which I'll be sharing with you. So basically, that's the main features that our POS has. This POS is quite nice. It's working well. There are no bugs, no errors. Everything is working perfect. We'll be going through each and every one of these features and show you practically how they work. And at the end of the day, you'll be able to see what are the final results from the reports that you're able to get or generate from this POS, and how it's going to help you to manage your business. Thank you so much for taking your time. Kindly consider subscribing so that we can grow this channel, and also consider sharing with a friend so that also they may benefit for their businesses. Thank you so much, and God bless you.